Jurassic Park, a movie that came out 30 years ago and has captured the minds of all that have seen it. The movie needs no introduction or plot explanation because, let's be honest here, we've all seen it. But what I want to talk about are the dinosaurs, specifically what they were really like. Now, we all know that the dinosaurs were created using gene splicing with frogs. But if we were to go back in time 65 million years ago, how would they have moved, ate, communicated, and, well, lived? In this video, I'm going to go through the movie and show off how they were using the painstaking research that many paleontologists made through the years, starting with...
Sometimes, after biting a dinosaur, the mosquito would land on the branch of a tree and get stuck in the sap.
The mosquito. What, you thought we were going to see dinosaurs? Mosquitoes did evolve around 300 to 200 million years ago during the Jurassic period, and they would get stuck in tree sap. The mosquito used in the movie, however, is known as the Toxorhynchitis, or elephant mosquito. It's a species of mosquito that's alive today and eats the blood-sucking mosquitoes. So no, it didn't suck blood. But still, its size was perfect to invoke the size of a prehistoric mosquito.
Bingo. Dino DNA.
It's a dinosaur.
The first dinosaur we have ever seen through computer graphics. Parachiosaurus. These gentle giants lived during the late Jurassic period, 154 to 150 million years ago, with a name meaning arm lizard because of how long their front legs were. They could reach the leaves of tall trees and use their 52 chisel-like teeth to rake them off the branches. Could they rear up on their hind legs? Probably not. They were around 40 metric tons and were around 20 meters long. Their nostrils would have been on the top of the snout and not on the crest like in the movie. And finally, it's not even a Brachiosaurus. Yeah, it's a cousin known as the Giraffe Titan. Check out the skulls. And yes, they did move in herds.
We're gonna make a fortune with this place. They're moving in herds. They do move in herds.
There's not much to say about this next dinosaur, since all they do is drink from the Brachiosaurus' pond, so I'll keep it brief. The Parasaurolophus is a hadrosaur dinosaur that lived during the late Cretaceous period, 77 to 74 million years ago. Their name means near-crested lizard, and yes, they did move in herds. More on this dinosaur when I eventually maybe do the Lost World video.
How'd you do this? I'll show you.
Timmy! Hey, Timmy! Oh, wow.
Okay.
Now for Grant's favorite dinosaur, the mighty Triceratops. Triceratops means three-horned face, and they lived during the Cretaceous period, from 68 million years ago till the end of the dinosaurs. Much like the Stegosaurus in the novel, the Triceratops was sick because she was eating the West Indian lilac berries by accident, due to the fact that they were near stones that the Triceratops, and many other dinosaurs, use for digestion. The stones are called gastroliths, and they would be sick every few weeks due to them losing their gastroliths in their stool and having to find new ones to eat.
That is one big pile of shit.
Now let's take a look at Jurassic Park's poster child and the dinosaur that everybody knows. The Tyrannosaurus Rex. The Rex lived during the late Cretaceous period, and much like the trike, lived 68 million years ago to the end of the dinosaurs. Tyrannosaurus Rex means tyrant, lizard, king. And this Rex is named Rexy, a name given to her by fans and then confirmed by Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. Tyrannosaurus Rex was an apex predator of prehistoric North America and ate many of the herbivores in the area. Their bite force was the strongest out of any animal in the animal kingdom, with a bite force of 30,000 newtons. For reference, a human has a bite force of 300 newtons. The T-Rex also has eyes facing the front of their face, meaning that they had pretty good eyesight, enough to see two humans standing in front of them. The poor eyesight is from the frog DNA, since frogs can only see movement. Their sense of smell was pretty good too, making them able to smell from miles away, so they could definitely smell two humans standing in front of them. They were pretty powerful too. I mean, when you have to fight a tank with knives on their face, you kind of have to be. But sadly, they couldn't run faster than a Jeep. They could only run about 12 miles per hour, which is under Usain Bolt's record of 27.33 miles per hour. Yet, they could still catch up to us with an average of 6 to 8 miles per hour. Adult Rexes were most likely ambush predators. Rexy could definitely sneak up on those Gallimimus and Velociraptors. Their teeth also weren't exposed, and they were replaced by new teeth when the old teeth got damaged. Next is Nedry's Bane, the Dilophosaurus. Starting off, Dilophosaurus lived during the early Jurassic period, 193 million years ago. Their name means two-crested lizard, and they grew up to be 7 meters long, which is bigger than the one in Jurassic Park. Now, did they have a frill? Most likely not, but that kind of thing doesn't fossilize, so it's not out of the realm of possibilities. Did it spit a sticky venom? No. There would be no reason that a carnivore of that size would have spat venom. They probably didn't like playing fetch either, so at least I got that correct. Next on the list is the swift Gallimimus. Gallimimus means chicken mimic, and it lived during the late Cretaceous period 70 million years ago. These gals did live in flocks, and also definitely had feathers. They had a running speed of around 50 miles per hour, which is why the Rex would have needed to ambush them.
What species is this?
It's a Velociraptor.
And finally, the cunning Velociraptor. Velociraptors lived during the late Cretaceous period, 75 to 71 million years ago. This particular species, the Velociraptor mongoliensis, lived in what is known today as Mongolia, so there's no way they would have been in today's Montana. Their name means swift thief, and they grew to about 2 meters long, which is definitely smaller than their movie counterpart, and they were feathered, with hands facing each other, so they couldn't even open doors. The dinosaur that is that size, though, is another dromaeosaurid, known as the Deinonychus, which Velociraptor takes inspiration from. Velociraptors were no more intelligent than a modern-day hawk, and probably couldn't outsmart a seasoned game hunter such as Muldoon. They also didn't have the strength to pick up a full-grown human, nor can they rip one's arm clean off. They could jump up to 10 feet, but that's forward, not up, so I can't imagine that they would jump high enough to reach the ceiling, and they were probably fragile enough that just one kick from Grant could take them out. These little gals didn't hunt in packs, and because of their small size, they couldn't defend themselves from something like Rexy. They also couldn't change sex, but that's just leftovers from the frog DNA.
Clever girl.
So, there's all the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. With today's knowledge of the prehistoric world, these depictions are a thing of the past. Yet, we must not forget them, for this is a window of how we used to think these creatures were back in the day. And it's still a pretty good movie. If you want to see more of this kind of thing, like and subscribe, so I know that you like hearing this as much as I like doing it. And until next time.